Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm back with a sketchbook painting and we're going to be painting a rainy day. I haven't painted rainy days in a while, so I'm quite excited to be painting this. I actually haven't painted landscapes in a long time as well. So I thought I'd just try it again on the sketchbook. And right now I'm just kind of like sketching out this scenery. It's supposed to be like a suburban neighborhood. And I'm going to paint the sky first, and I'm mixing blue with just a little bit of black to get a dark shade. And I'm using acrylic wash, so once the layer has dried, I'm painting over the second layer with a wet brush and I'm adding more white to it. Next, I'm going to be painting the clouds. I'm using a wool brush for this because the texture of it is kind of like bushy and also a bit rough around the edges. It creates this very nice wispy like or cotton candy kind of texture when you move the brush in circular motions. So for the color, I'm just adding more white to the color that I've used for the sky, and then I just soften it around the edges so that the clouds will kind of just blend into the background. Next, I'm going to add some distant far away trees in the background, and I'm just adding a bit more black to the color that I used for the sky. So I want this whole piece to have a very similar color theme, especially for the landscape. So you'll see that most of the colors I just add a bit more white or a little bit more black to keep it more uniformed. I also use a very frayed paintbrush and I dabbed edges of the tree, the outline of it, so that it has a more bushy foliage kind of texture. So on my left over here, I'm filling up the space by painting a house. It's just very simple, no details, pretty much same color theme as the sky, and just a fence here with shades of brown. And then I'm going to add a bit of fence to kind of balance out the landscape a little bit on the right here in brown and a bit of dark brown, but I'm keeping it very simple. And then right now I'm just going to paint the road, and for the color I'm also using the same color as the sky but with a bit more black, so it's a bit darker, so you can see it sort of matches the foliage in the background. So to create a little bit of depth in this landscape, I'm using a bit of white and I just drag it from the top to the bottom. And then now, because this is going to be like a rainy day, I'm adding wet patches to the road. So I just take the brush, I dip it in a bit of white, and then I move the brush from left to right in short motions to create little patches here and there, and I add a bit of black as well. So to recap, you add a bit of dark patches and light patches to make the road look a little bit wet. And then I'm just adding a bit of details here. I draw the divider and the zebra crossing. And then right now we're going to start from the back and then we move to the front. So usually it's always lighter at the back and darker at the front. So at the back I'm adding a bit of green to that two patches of land over there. And I'm adding a little bit of white. And then right now we're going to paint the sidewalks, and I'm using light gray with it. Just mixing with the same shade of blue that I used for the sky to keep the theme aligned. And then we're going to be filling up all these white spaces. And I'm going to use brown and mix it with blue. So the fun part about this piece is the lighting, which I'm adding next. So for this particular patch of land over here, there's going to be a spotlight above it. So I'm going to use orange and mix it with a bit of red and burnt sienna, kind of shade it from light to dark. So you get a nice glow of the warm lights reflecting on it, but that's later when we paint it. So right now I want to add a bit of foliage to fill up the blanks a little bit. And I'm going to paint them in black mixed with blue. So I start from the back. First I draw the structure of the tree, which are the branches. Then I use a very frayed old brush, like preferably like some that's a bit hardened around the edges. And then I dab the tip of it to create the foliage. So as mentioned, we start from the back and then now we work on the trees in front. And I'm just going to fill up the space over here and draw the trees line. Make sure you start from tall to shorter as we go behind. And then at the back over here, we're going to fill it up with lamppost and traffic lights to add a little bit more color to this somewhat rather dreary and moody landscape. So this part here is my favorite. So I'm going to start by adding yellow lights, and just basically the back I'm going to add more lights, and then for the ones in front I'm going to start with an orange circle, and then in the middle I will add the yellow, so you have this nice warm glow around the light. And then over here I'm going to add 2 traffic lights, one in red and one in green, and just a few more like bits of red and green in the background to create a little bit more depth and also to give it more color. Then I decided to paint a little car here, and then the lights reflecting off the road, and make it a little bit wavy so that you get the impression of a very wet surface. So repeat this for all the lights in the foreground, especially these main ones over here. Because I'm going to give more warmth to this painting, I'm going to use like a more darker shade of orange, a warmer shade of orange. And then in the middle of the trail, I add a bit of yellow and orange yellow highlights. So this, I haven't painted my red umbrella in a long time, and I kind of decided to bring it out today. So for the finishing touch, I just add a red umbrella on the left, and then I also give it the same watery reflection on the ground in red. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you find this tutorial useful, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Goodbye!